3. Let's get it back. 2. Hey everybody, welcome to 2021. This is my message. I always do at least one message at the beginning of every year. And man, this is going to be the toughest one to do because we're coming off of a year that's just been so tough for everyone. And, you know, I just had so much I could have said, and I really wanted to do a lot of reflecting on what I was going to say today in the message, and try to focus on the future, not the past, but at the same time deal with some of maybe the lessons I learned in the past year. And today's video is going to be my 3 wishes for you in 2021. Okay, something that I put a lot of thought into and a lot of preparation that I think will be beneficial for everybody no matter where you're at. So, welcome to the video. My name is Melissa Daggett. I am a certified life coach, and I've been spending the last few years really studying what makes great relationships. And I've built several dreams of my own. So the topic I'm going to talk about today, every time I've had a dream and it's come true, I've spoken it into the universe first. I've said it out loud, and then I put feet to it. And I really, like all of you, this past year had to readjust and revamp and do things differently. I was a financial advisor, and that job died down during the lockdown, and I had several things I wanted to do, but I had to figure out, how to hustle and how to do something new. So I did a new app. It's called 3-Way Fit. And even now, I'm readjusting my life. I just moved to a new place. I'd lived in Cleveland, Ohio since 2002, and I had a dream to move to Florida. I thought it was going to be Miami, but as destiny would have it, it ended up being Naples. And I'm real close to Miami, so I can visit there. I'm about an hour and a half from there, but I'm not going to share that story. That's another story, probably for my close friends to know how that all came about. But I'm very happy, and I have to say, the first 2 months were hard. Anything you do new where you have to totally change your environment or change something is hardest in the beginning. But that's what I want to focus on in this video, is how to take the seeds that maybe of sadness and tears and a lot of bad stuff that happened in 2020 for some of you, how to take those seeds and to sow them into a new environment to where you create something really beautiful for yourself in 2021. That, all of us are looking forward to change and a new year and having things be different this year. We're tired of the only subject being talked about is a virus and a pandemic. So most of us are glad they came out with a vaccine. Whether we're going to personally take it or not, we're just glad that we can maybe start to focus on something else and not have that suck the life out of us and be the only thing we can ever think about or talk about. Because, every day that is stolen from you is a day that you could have lived, and, a couple months I think of pause are good, but a whole year, almost a whole year now, to have that time stolen from you because we can't focus on anything else. That's really what this message today, that's the environment that I want to plant it in, is let's see where our new focus can be for 2021. Where can it be for you? And it's going to be different for all of us. So I'm going to hit some general concepts here. So my number one wish for you is I wish you health. And it's not just a wish, it's something that you can actually make come true. We can all improve our health when we decide to take control of it, when we decide that we're going to do things differently. And it's not rocket science, as most of you know. My wish for you is that you find a clean eating plan to put good fuel into your body if you're not already doing that. It was a big wake-up call to all of us, this pandemic, because Americans who were not already healthy, Americans are largely unhealthy, and it hit everybody. It even hit healthy people. So this was a crazy, crazy virus. But for people who weren't healthy, it was very, very scary, because if you already had compromised health or compromised immunity, it was scary. I understand why some people didn't want to go out. For those of us who were healthy, it was still, we had to be, for me, it's about washing your hands all the time. It's about putting tons of good, clean, like vitamin C, vitamin D, put a lot of things into your body that are going to give you a chance, give your immune system a chance to kick that virus out when it comes and attacks your cells. So that's a whole nother talk, but really the main thing is get on an eating plan where you're going to get lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of natural organic foods that, and none of us have a perfect diet, so make sure you supplement and give your cells maximum protection with things like extra vitamin D, especially if you live in the north and you don't get a lot of sunlight. I know when I lived in Cleveland, I took vitamin C 2,000 IUs every day because vitamin D, one of the main sources is sunlight, and that we don't have a lot of food sources for that particular one, and vitamin D in particular will help combat some of those things like the flu virus. High quality potency vitamin C, but try to take some extra antioxidant protection every day in the form of some kind of supplement, because none of us are getting enough of it from our diet that we need for maximum protection when a virus hits. Okay, so that's one thing, the fuel. And then, it goes without saying, move every day, get exercise. It's shown to reduce stress, but it'll help you keep your weight under control. It helps so many things. So, take care of your body. It's the only one you have. You're the only one that can take care of it. And try to avoid stress, and that's something I try to help a lot of people with, stress management, because a lot of people are facing anxiety out there, and especially since the pandemic, not just about illness or family or loved ones that have it, but people who lost their job during lockdown, people who lost their livelihoods. I mean, I personally did not like that as a solution. And I live in Florida, in a state where our governor didn't think it was a good solution either. But, and I'm not going to debate that with you. One thing I want to say, though, is we all need to respect each other's right to feel differently about things, That's the beauty of it. We don't all have to think the same, but we can still respect each other. And I really respected our governor, what he did, and realized that it was causing more stress to shut jobs down. And it wasn't even causing a solution to the original problem of the virus, because cases went up, not down. They spiked after that. So, I lost my husband overnight after he had a job loss. He had a heart attack, massive heart attack the next morning after he lost his job. So, my prayer for you, if you lost your livelihood or jobs, that you can find a backup like a lot of us had to do, and that you can get things going again, because, one thing that causes tremendous stress is financial hardship. But there's stress that comes at us every day, and stress affects your health. So, I really, really suggest for people to meditation every morning, get your mindset in a positive frame, because that's really one of the only things we can control is our mindset. We can't control the things that happen to us. We can't control whether a pandemic is going to happen again tomorrow. We can't control whether we're going to lose our job or not, but we can control our mindset and know ahead of time that we're going to get in that positive frame, and we're going to have a backup plan, and we are going to find a solution, that we're not going to allow ourselves to stay stressed and stay anxious. And if you have an anxiety disorder, definitely get help and see someone who can help you, because I know that stress is the silent killer. It's one of the number one killers, and I don't want you to struggle with that. I want you to find joy and happiness. So my wish for you, number one, is good health, but number two is happiness. And I want to give you a different angle on happiness, because happiness is different for everybody. But one thing we're doing that's not working is trying to find other people and other things to make us happy. When in reality, I want to challenge you with this. Happiness comes from you giving, and you using your gift, and you finding a way to contribute and make your dream come true, but also make other people's dreams come true. That's really, studies have shown, what makes you happy. Happiness is not about being self-absorbed and seeing what you can get from others and finding the perfect job or finding the perfect relationship. No, there's no perfect relationship. There's no perfect job. Happiness is an inside job where you say, you know what, I'm going to have a heart that's full. I'm going to realize what my gift is, what I can contribute. Okay, so I wish you happiness. And happiness a lot of times is elusive, because we don't want to seek happiness in and of itself as an end goal. Instead, we want to say, what can I do to make a difference every day? And guess what? That'll be very fulfilling. And you can find something. Everybody has gifts, okay? Whether it's encouraging others, whether you've been blessed with resources to give to others in a monetary way, whether you are good at certain skills and you can contribute. But you know what? I think the ironic thing is you help others achieve their dreams and find others. This is the other thing. Environment is so important. I had to change environments, and even though it was tough at first, because, we all get in our comfort zone. If your environment is negative or toxic and you're not thriving, and I'm not talking just your home, I'm talking your social environment, where you live. If you're not happy, that's one thing you actually can change within reason, right? If you have a job, then you'd have to get another job. But I'm saying, for me as an entrepreneur, I had a choice and I could move. And I found an environment that not only was the weather better for my soul because I really, really need sunshine. I'm in Naples, Florida now, and I've been, first couple months were hard because I missed all the people I was close to back in Cleveland. I had a great set of friends, and I missed a lot of people, but I knew that was the wrong environment for me to thrive in, and especially socially and the work environment and everything. The environments I was in socially did not match my personality. There's nothing wrong with that. It's, you have to know yourself, and you have to know your strengths, your weaknesses. You have to know what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what your goals are in life. And if you're in an environment where people are not allowing you to grow, change environments. Even if it's hard at first, it will be so worth it. Because let me tell you, since I moved here, I found my people, I found my environment, I'm thriving. I'm like a flower that's blossoming in all of my gifts, in my dance and music and everything. I had to change environments. I was blossoming and thriving in music, but I would say since I moved here in dance in particular, I have found my people, and I found some people to partner with that we are helping each other make our dreams come true. And the environment I'm in now really celebrates my growth and celebrates, and I can't even describe it. It's magical. And I love them too. Like, I have found some people that I'm like, oh my God, we are so in alignment in our goals and our vision and our dreams. And really, that is so key for you to find an environment. When I say environment, I'm talking about the people. Do you find people that you connect with and that you jive with, and that you're on the same vibration, and you're like, you have similar goals in life? There's nothing more magical. And then find a way to come together and say, what are my strengths? What are your strengths? How can we complement each other? How can we create what I call a triple win, a win-win-win, all the way across the board? Because, when I was in my first financial business, we had a saying, and it was, teamwork makes the dream work. And we liked that because it rhymes, and, it may sound cliche, but it's so true. When you find the right team, and you have a dream, you all have the same dream, and then you start working together, your efforts multiplied can make that dream come true so much faster. And everybody has different resources that they're putting into that dream to make it happen. There's nothing better in life. You'll find yourself happy and fulfilled, waking up with excitement every day. So I want to challenge you this year to be happy. Write down your dream and then speak it out loud. And I'm going to talk about the power of that. I had a dream a couple years ago to go to Italy. And I just spoke it out loud one day. I was in my ladies, I had a group of ladies I met with every week. We had a book club, we had a Bible study. And they said, what are you going to do now that your youngest has gone to college? And I said, And just out of my mouth came these words, I think I want to go to Europe. I think I want to go to Italy. I want to go travel. And it was just a dream at that point. But as I kept speaking that dream, I told somebody else that dream, and told just the right person that dream. I didn't know at the time, but she had gone and done an internship in Italy and several places in Europe. And she became a key to helping that dream come true, because she told me you should go apply for an internship. So I went online, I Googled music internships, dance internships, and I got matched up with a dance studio in Florence, Italy, and got to live there and make my dream come true for 3 months. The very next year after I spoke it, it came into existence, and so amazing. I mean, and I could tell you other dreams like that I've said, I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. So speak out what your dream is, write it down, and then put a plan into place to make it happen. And then find the right people to make it happen. It's so beautiful. You can do this, okay? I'd say the old corporate model, even in America, is being replaced by a lot of entrepreneurs who are chasing their own dreams and finding their own teams, and who are making things happen. And what's so beautiful is in the process of making their own dream happen, they're making many other dreams come true, because as you partner together, all of your dreams are coming true. So you can build it together, and there is nothing more beautiful, because we were made to connect. And that's one thing, that's another point that made me so sad about lockdown, is we were born to connect. Here we have to social distance, but we were born to connect with each other. And so that's why I'll be so glad when this is over, and we can really, that's what living is about, is connecting with other people. And to be socially isolated is hard for any length of time. So that's what I wish. We all need each other more than ever now. So I think we're all not taking that for granted as much as we used to either. So I wish you happiness in finding your dream this year. And then number 3, I wish you love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. And, a lot of us have been hurt, and we thought we were hurt by love. But I want to challenge that thinking. You weren't hurt by love. You were hurt by maybe a relationship that didn't work, or maybe something that you hoped for that didn't work out. But love never hurts if it's truly love. You know, you're never going to lose by loving other people. And, you know, you can't choose who loves you back, and you can't choose a lot of things, but you can choose to love and to be kind every single day. And I want to challenge you to love without expectation, to just love people, you know, in whatever way that is for you, whether it's doing acts of service, whether it's encouraging someone, whatever it is. Love is going to make you so happy to have more love in your life, and whatever comes around goes around. So as you put more love into the universe, that's what's going to come back to you. Let me just challenge you here, though. If we're talking about some of you are like me and you're single and you're waiting for that love, don't wait for that love relationship to love. Just start loving people right where you're at. And if you find that special, if you're single like me and you want to find a life partner eventually, just know that as you're working on yourself and becoming the type of person you want to attract, you're going to start falling in love with your own life. And we all know that, or maybe we don't all know, but I found out, even being married 21 years, that, you know, even though I lost my husband 4 years ago, and the time I was married, I learned a lot. And one thing I learned that made my marriage better was it's not his job to make me happy. And he doesn't complete me. It's my job to make me happy. It's my job to create my own fulfilling life. And he is the icing on the cake. You know, to have a good relationship can make you happier. It can multiply your joy. It can double your joy, of course. That's what a good partner does. So don't settle for the wrong partner, because the wrong relationship can do the opposite. It can subtract from you and steal your joy. And, you know, so you don't want you want to be very careful about who you trust and lock arms with. That's very different in a separate conversation from love. You can love everyone. You can love the people right in front of you every day. And we love many different ways. We love our friends, we love our children, our family. But that partner, you want to be very careful about, that you find the right person, just like you want to find the right team. You don't want the wrong people on your team. Just like a partner, it's the same principles. You want somebody with the same vision, the same goals. And when you find that partner, it's powerful and your joy can be doubled. But don't feel like that's going to make you happier. You're setting yourself up with the wrong expectation. That's loving with expectation that they're going to make you happy. No, you're setting yourself up for failure if that's what you think. You want to find a relationship that you guys can run the race together, and together you can add to each other what you already have. Okay? And if you never find that person, you have to have the mindset that you're going to be happy anyway. You're going to be happy running that race by yourself, along with your team and the other people in your life that are surrounding you. And I've been surrounded with so many positive, wonderful people here. I'm so grateful. I am surrounded by some wonderful friends here. And, you know, honestly, I'd love to have another life partner someday, but even if I didn't find it anytime soon, I'm living the life of my dreams with the right people, with the right teams. And I've got a dream. I'm not going to share it just yet, but I believe it's going to be manifested in 2021, because I've already spoken it and I've already found the right teams, and it's aligning and things are aligning. So just know that people are going to let you down. Even your best friends are going to let you down, even without meaning to. But find the right people that you can trust. And, you know, people will show you who they are. So don't rush. Give them enough time to show you who they are. And you can be kind to people, but once people show you who they are, if it's somebody you can't trust, you put them in this category. But that's what makes your friends so special. That's what makes your team special. When you find the people you can trust that you know are truly for you, and, you know, even if they let you down, know that your trust is in not other people. Your trust is in God. God's the only one that never lets us down, that we could totally trust. You know, people are just going to be human, but you can still love people and realize that we're all here to help each other, to enrich each other's lives. We don't attract what we want, we attract what we are. So become what you admire in others, or become what you want to attract. So if you value honesty, become honest, you know, or be honest. You know, you value kindness, be kind. You value somebody who's hardworking and keeps their word and does what they say they're going to do, then do that. You know, everybody's not going to be attracted to everybody, but know who you are, what you want, and start becoming that. And that's what you're going to attract. And do one thing every day. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Be patient with yourself. Sow one seed at a time. And every day say, what's one thing I can do, excuse me, to become better today? Whether it's become a better person or move one step closer to my dream. What's something I can do today to enrich someone else? Excuse me. Maybe we can edit that sneeze out. But but one day at a time, one step at a time. Let's make this our best year yet. We got this. 21. Go get it. Go do it. Go be it. Let's do it together. I wish you health. I wish you happiness in your dream this year. And I wish you love. Love you guys.